Welcome back to Exit Strategy Games. This is part 2 of Madden 20, Face of the Franchise. Thanks for tuning in. So as you guys know from the first video, if you've seen it, this is going to be a 5-part segment. The first part was going into the character creation, all the way into the first quarter of this game going on right now. So this is the semifinals between Texas Tech and the Texas Longhorns. So just watch this video. This is a good chance to view the gameplay footage and also see the things that I do to become the #1 overall draft pick to the Denver Broncos. So enjoy.
It's not as if this guy doesn't know what he's doing out there under center. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will get this into the end zone for a Red Raider touchdown. Lamont Pope, 35 yards.
Whatever you want underneath, by all means.
The punter for Texas out on the field as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Pulled in at the 24. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. The Red Raiders with a 1st and 10. Now here's Bird. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. Texas Tech, a newcomer to the college football playoff. They have won 11 conference titles in their history. But boy, this would be quite a feat to make a run through these games in Dallas and Santa Clara. On play action, they'll throw. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And that'll be incomplete. Offside. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down. Well, you have to think.
So one of the things that I've noticed when playing this game, just to talk about some gameplay aspects, you're looking at just the feel of the players as you're controlling them. They feel so much smoother than previous Madden, even previous Maddens. I really like the way they feel. The control feels more responsive. They have, of course, added some newer animations. One of the specific things that they've done with animations is focus on the quarterbacks and their throwing likenesses. One of the things that takes some getting used to is, I don't know if you all have seen or noticed that when you call a play, there's no more breaking the huddle. It goes straight to the line. The quarterback will kind of take a few steps, get his set, and then you've got to hike the ball. And so you've got a little less time on the clock to snap the ball. But also, what you may notice is this game and the championship game, as you watch through these, you'll see I get sacked a lot. And it's very difficult to get used to the timing that it takes for the throwing animation. So by the time he gets the ball and you throw it, his arm goes back and then goes forward and releases the ball. Now it's a smooth animation. It looks good, but if you don't have a quick release or a quarterback that can quickly release the ball and you've got somebody pursuing you, you might as well go ahead and count that as a sack, because it's very difficult. In this mode, Face of the Franchise, as you go into the NFL, when you're drafted, depending on your ratings, it will give you the abilities or have so many slots open where you can put in some of the superstar abilities. So You will go into the NFL, depending on how well you do in college and in the combine, with the opportunity to put some superstar abilities on your quarterback. For example, when I played the first time, I don't have that footage. I lost it when my computer froze. But when I played the first time and I lost the first game, I lost the semifinal game. I went through the process. I did the combine. I think I only missed 3 or 4 passes that weren't inside the circles or the squares. So I did really well. But even so, I still got drafted 7th overall. 7th round, in the 7th round pick, and I went into the NFL with very, very low. I think I was a 60-something overall, but I still, after playing a couple of 2 or 3 preseason games and getting some XP and just upping my character just in that time, I was able to add a superstar ability with that within the first 2 or 3 games of the preseason. So as you develop and increase your player, you'll open up more slots to be able to add some more superstar abilities. And then, of course, the X Factor, I didn't get far enough to actually do that yet. But just knowing that, you can do the face of the franchise and build onto your character, not only with the XP, but add additional superstar slots will really help your chances of becoming the best quarterback in the NFL. One of the things I'm not a big fan of, I've never been a big fan of this, is when you're playing in college, so right now, you control everybody on your team. So once I snap the ball and I hand it off or I pass it to a player, I take over control of that player and I continue to do whatever I can to try to score. When you get into the NFL and you start taking snaps, it does the camera from the point of view of the quarterback. So when you throw it, the camera's still behind the quarterback and the CPU takes over the person with the ball and you have no control over it. I haven't gone into settings to see if it will let you change that where you control the whole team or not. So I don't know if that will let you do it or not. But it starts off at least as a default in that setting, which I'm not a big fan of. So I understand why they do it, because you're only supposed to be the quarterback, but they allow you to control the team in college and not in the NFL. So hopefully when I get a chance to pick this back up, I can go in and check and see if that is a setting option. Hopefully it is. All right, I'm going to stop talking. I'm going to let you guys enjoy the highlights. Be sure to tune in to the 3rd episode of this series to continue to see how I take my player, Kendrick Watson, to the #1 overall draft pick in the NFL. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I'll be posting more videos, so thank you for tuning in.
2 sacks to his credit, now another tackle for loss.
And you know how you can always identify who was supposed to block him? They're the ones helping up.
He's got it at the 15. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ballgame.
Buying time to his left. And put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown. 15 yards. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Forced out to his left. Throw left side taken in by Streets. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Rolling to his right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. So on the strength of 4 touchdown passes in the first college start for their senior quarterback, the Red Raiders of Texas Tech are moving on to play for their first national championship on Monday, January the 7th.
I'm really proud of you.
Thank you, sir.
How's a gutsy performance out there tonight? You took us to a national championship when nobody, and I mean nobody, expected you to. And for what it's worth, I'm really glad you stayed 4 years ago.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Yeah, baby, we going to the chip. Woo. One more game, baby.
We got this, man.
Oh, yeah. Football is my life, man. But you got to stay grounded in what's important. So I got a little surprise for you.
Isaiah!
Em, looking good, Emily. Oh, and I'm loving this hat.
Thank you.
Oh.
Absolutely. Is that magenta? Fuchsia? What color is that?
Okay. Well, hey, I bet he'd probably be good at off the board, huh?
Yeah.
Look, Emily has the best games.
Okay. If you had a unicorn, would you want its mane to be purple or pink?
Well,
Well, these are both tough, but good options. I'm gonna do pink, no question. Definitely pink.
pink, no question.
Come on.
No, look. You see, look, you don't pick from the options given. All right, the game is in the name. Off the board. Now it's clicking. Okay, look, if I had a unicorn, I'd have a mane that matches its horn. Silver.
I'd go with onyx.
Onyx. Okay. I told you she's a pro.
Hey, how are you? Todd Atwood. I'm Emily's dad.
Hi.
Can I talk to you for a sec? She's too shy to ask, but Emily wanted to know if you could do something for her in the national championship game.
Yeah, of course. Anything.
She wanted you to throw 3 touchdowns.
3? I thought I said 4.
4 touchdowns. Is that okay?
Well, 4 touchdowns is a lot.
Yeah, but how can you turn down this face? Look at that.
But I'll see what I can do.
Yes!
Don't worry. He'll do it.
Thank you. Thank you very much. It's great to see you again.
See you too.
It was nice to meet you, Emily.
You too.
All right.
We're days away from the national championship game, and there is one big question on everyone's mind. Can lightning strike twice? Last week, we saw a quarterback with no game day experience lead his team to victory in the college football playoff semifinal. Kyle, is this kid good enough to win a championship?
Not at all.
That's it? No?
No, that's it. But hold on. I don't think he has to be. And let me tell you what I mean. There is so much talent on that team on both sides of the ball. Manage the game. Don't make the big mistake. I think they have a real shot. I do.
Kyle, we don't like managers of the game here at the table. Very boring, just like your shirt. I feel you, but I disagree. The team has a ton of talent, but they're going to need this dude to make some plays. They're not going to win if they hand the ball off 50 times.
You two be nice. You, Peter Schrager, do you think he'll rise to the challenge?
I do, as long as the pressure doesn't get to him.
Yeah, for real. He's about to feel that pressure. Listen, there's a lot of weight on this dude's shoulders right now. He wins this game, he punches his ticket to the NFL. He loses, and we'll see, I guess.
And then if you're a coach, how do you handle this? What do you say to a kid that has so much to lose on that field?